Welcome to the Craze in 10 or less. This is the show where I give it to you in 10 minutes or under. And if I don't, then I don't. Well, what are we talking about today? Pitch. Not baseball, your elevator pitch. Give us your best elevator pitch. That's the Craze in 10 or less. I'm Sam, the Crazy Man Vera. Stop acting up. Let's get it. So, elevator pitch. What is it? Why do you need it? Oh, here he goes. He's preaching again. He's preaching on that pedestal. Anyways, I thought it'd be a great topic. So, an elevator pitch, basically also known as an elevator speech, is a quick synopsis of your background and experience. The reason it's called an elevator pitch is that it should be short enough to present during a brief elevator ride. Think Twitter. Tweets. I think it's like, what, 140 characters or less, right? Similar process. How do you capture someone's attention when you're going up a couple of flights on an elevator, right? So you creators out there, you guys that musicians out there, you comic book writers and artists, or you content creators, you have a gaming idea, a game idea, you know, a book idea, and you just ran into that person that can change your life. How do you convince them that your idea is the best idea? So, give you an example of an elevator pitch for Jaws, the film. And I took this off the web. So here's the pitch. Imagine a tourist island that is ravaged by an unstoppable great white shark that nobody can catch. Got my attention. Nobody can catch? My book is called Jaws and tells the story of a killer shark that unleashes chaos on an island resort. And it's up to a local sheriff, a marine biologist, and an old seafarer to hunt the beast down before it kills again. It all builds to the final moment of the police chief. Remember that he's afraid of water. I didn't even know that. Alone on the end of a sinking boat in the middle of the ocean with a rifle pointed at this gigantic and menacing great white shark that is swimming towards him with a barrel of compressed air stuck in its jaws. Smile, you son of a... Boom! It's slasher flick meets Moby Dick. It's slasher flick meets Moby Dick. Boom. You caught my attention. Now I know why George is such an iconic film. That pitch is crazy, right? So there it was. How long did it take? One floor up, 2 floor up, right? There it is. So how do you know and how do you prepare for an elevator pitch? All right. Write down all the ideas. Let's say you have your product, it's finished. So now you want to be able to summarize that product in a way that's not going to over-exaggerate, use terms people don't understand, connect with your audience. Remember, know your audience. Who is that agent that you're trying to target? Who is that producer, that director, you know, that person, that VP, whoever it is, that acquisitions person that's going to change your world. You got to know the nuances of the game and the lingo that they understand. And try not to be too smart and try not to dumb it down too much, right? Get rid of all the unnecessary details. They don't need to know the entire story. They just need to understand the premise, the hook, right? It's slasher flick meets Moby Dick. I don't know. I can't speak anymore. It's getting crazy. Remove any confusing and unfamiliar industry jargon, right? And I just get rid of it, right? Shorten and connect your sentence, and then review and ask, what's in it for the listener? So what's in it for the person that you're trying to pitch your product to? What did they get out of this? Right? So that's why knowing your audience is critical, and actually knowing that arena you're trying to get into is critical, right? So what's in it for them? They want to be able to make money off of this idea, off of your product. That's what's in it for them, which is why you have to sell it, right? So you have to include, you know, who you are. If you're pitching to get a job, it's who you are. But if it isn't, it's about what is this story about? You know, what is the story? The genre, the plot line, existing movie examples. Like, for instance, in that end, he says a slasher flick meets Moby Dick, right? Everybody knows Moby Dick, right? And then you throw in slasher flick. Wow, that's pretty dope. I mean, it definitely caught my attention. You know, your goal is to get the attention, establish a need, satisfy this need, visualize consequences, and present the call to action. The call to action is you need to sign on the dotted line. Hook me up. Let's get this going. Let's make it rain, right? So the reason why I brought this up is that George and I have been working on the back end on some stuff that we're going to announce on episode 200. And he did a really great job on the pitch. We weren't at that stage yet, but because we're getting ready to, we're announcing now, you'll see some promos that will have a Kickstarter coming out in September. He put the pitch together, and I thought it was really impressive. I mean, it really caught my attention. So it's like, oh, okay. So George and I have been working a long time together throughout the years, on and off. And one of the things that he's understood that was important to the game is the pitch. And it's because of our exposure at Licensing Expo. So I said, all right, so let's share some of this with the cats out there. So what is your pitch? What is your book about? How are you going to get the attention of that executive that can change your life? The best way is to practice, man. Practice. You know, you have friends and family, sit them down and just say, here's my pitch. Boom. And accept the feedback. The worst thing you can do is make excuses. Well, you guys don't understand because it's not your industry. And, you know, start getting defensive. You have to be able to let the guard down. Say, here's my elevator pitch. You know, I'm looking to putting myself in a position to meet with this person, X, Y, and Z. And do you think this would be enough to grab their attention that they want to be able to see the product? Because no one's going to want to see the product unless they're sold on the pitch. This is what will happen. You do the pitch, like, gosh, you know, man, here's this guy got me in the elevator. Ugh. Right? And you're like, boom, 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 boom. And you're doing your song and dance, right? And then he's like, oh, you know what? This is my email. You know, remind me again. Send me an email. I'm going to a meeting. I have several things on my plate. I'll get to it, and I'll get back to you. Ain't nothing happening. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Nothing's happening. I'm telling you. So when you have the attention, they're like, oh, you know what? I got another 10 minutes. Tell me more about this. Boom. Shake the room. Hit the stop button on the elevator. It's like, oops, stop. No one's getting on or off. I got you. Let's do this. So that's why it's important. What is your pitch? Speaking of pitch. Yeah. All you indie comic creators out there, all you indie creators out there, you indie music creators, you have an app that you're going to come out with. You're doing it on your own. You know, whatever it is that you're doing, you want to pitch it on this show. You want to practice with Crash the Craze and just pitch it to the people. Why should they pick up your book? Why should they listen to your CD? Why should they watch or download your independent film? Hit us up. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit me up on Instagram. Send me a DM. And let's get you on the show. We'll do that 10-minute elevator pitch. We'll give you the platform. Sell it. Sell it. The stage is yours. Do your thing. Right? Dance. So we have episode 200 coming down the pike. We're at 172 subscribers. We thank all of you. We want to get to 200. So we have, 20 days to get to 200 subscribers to be able to celebrate on our 200 live show. Subscribers will be entered into a raffle to win some great prizes. So you don't want to miss that. Let's see. We got a Kickstarter coming down the pike for a project that we're going to announce on episode 200. We're revamping. We have a whole new branding strategy coming down the pike. There's so much going on. You don't want to miss it. Subscribe. We have some great talented artists and musicians and authors on this show that you should give them your love and listen to the show and visit their websites and buy their books and listen to their music. So much going on. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. This was the Craze of 10 or Less. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Thank you for being part of the craze. How crazy are you? Are you psycho? Extreme? Ultra? What is it? Peace out. I'm out.